Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. And in today's episode, we're going to cover the much coveted question: how much Bitcoin do I really need? Or do I need really? That's a very common, one of the first questions people ask me when I talk to them. They say, well, how much do I really need? How much should I buy? And that we're going to cover that today. We're going to go over that. But before we dive into that, I want to first go over what Bitcoin is at today so we can have a reference point. And that'll help you with thinking about how much Bitcoin do you actually really need. So let's see. Hello, everyone. Today, Bitcoin is 67,481. Okay, this is the chart for today, and it's still looking pretty good. It's moving mostly sideways, but pretty good chart. So that's the price today, 67,481. Now, when you wonder how much Bitcoin do I really need, you need to think about, okay, well, where do we think Bitcoin is going? Now, this video is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. And with that being said, let's dive right into it. So this is what Bitcoin is. Where are the experts, the analysts? Where do they think Bitcoin is going? Okay. Well, I can tell you, and I'm going to show you, the consensus is in about 10 years, Bitcoin will be anywhere from 1 million to 10 million. Some people have even said $40 million for one whole Bitcoin. Right now it's at $67,000. Okay. So there's a lot of room for all of us to get in and enjoy a nice ride up. Okay. So, but what do the experts say? Let's have a look. I'm going to cover Forbes. We all know who they are. Fidelity, Motley Fool, Cathy of ARK, and the famous Saylor. We're going to find out what they think. Okay, so this is not me predicting where Bitcoin is going. This is me commenting on where these experts are saying Bitcoin is going. And then I'll tell you how much, I'll answer the question that we see here: how much Bitcoin do I really need? All right, well, let's start with Forbes. Okay. Forbes came out and said that they're forecasting Bitcoin to hit $1 million within a decade. Okay, and I'm going to provide links to all these articles below so you can see, read the articles if you want to. But so Forbes is at $1 million. Okay, Fidelity predicts $1 billion by 2038 to 2040. Okay, so now their 10-year guess is a little less than that, but $1 billion by 2038, that's a lot of money. So for everyone saying, well, I don't know how comfortable I am with Bitcoin, these are the brightest, smartest minds in the world, and they're coming up with these predictions. So that's food for thought. The next one, Motley Fool. I almost said Motley Crue. Motley Fool is predicting that Bitcoin will reach $1 million. And this article here explains why they're thinking that. So far, just to recap, we had Forbes at $1 million for Bitcoin. Fidelity, $1 billion by 2038 to 2040. Motley Fool, $1 million. Cathy Wood, you can see here, she predicted that Bitcoin could reach an astounding $1.48 million by the year 2030. Okay, that's Cathy Wood's. Okay, she's been in the news too recently. And now, my favorite person in the Bitcoin space is Saylor. He's known as, in my opinion, he's the Michael Jordan of Bitcoin. Okay, he's the owner of MicroStrategies. He was the first one to go public with investing a tremendous amount of money into Bitcoin from his business. And now he's worth, I don't even know how much. What's the latest numbers we're getting? Around $1 billion or more of Bitcoin. So by far, he is, in my opinion, the best spokesperson for Bitcoin out there. So he says Bitcoin could reach $13 million in 21 years. Okay, so let's just recap. Okay, and then I'll answer the question. So Forbes, $1 million for Bitcoin. Fidelity, $1 billion by 2038 to 2040. Motley Fool, $1 million. Cathy Wood, 1.48 million by 2030. And Michael Saylor says Bitcoin could reach $13 million in 21 years. Okay, so how much Bitcoin do you really need? Now, with those figures in mind, how much do you need to buy right now, seeing that Bitcoin is at about 67,000? So you don't need a whole Bitcoin. Okay, now here's what I'm guessing would be a good number. Okay, that's a politically way to put it. But here we go. 0.1 of a Bitcoin. Okay, so right now, as of today is October 16th, 2024. I'm saying it might behoove you to get 0.1 of a Bitcoin. If you get 0.1 of a Bitcoin and Bitcoin does hit $1 million, that's $100,000 that you'd have. Okay, you could cash it out for. If Bitcoin is at $5 million, that's $500,000. And if Bitcoin is at $10 million, then that's $1 million you would have. Okay, so it's not even a whole Bitcoin, 0.1 of a Bitcoin. So that makes you think, So because the biggest criticism I get when I talk to people about Bitcoin is they'll say, well, I can't afford $67,000. And I say, well, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. People are thinking in terms of buying a stock, buying a whole share. Okay, you can buy a little teeny piece of a Bitcoin. 0.1 in today's prices is just 10% of the 67,000. So that's 6,700. Now you could do that over time. Okay, you don't have to do that tomorrow, today, next month. Just a little bit at a time, what we call dollar cost averaging. So when you get paid, if you just put a little bit in, that's how I started with Bitcoin. I put $50 here, $20 there, $30 there. But the key in all of this is when you start doing that, do not sell your Bitcoin. Okay, let it work for you. Let it grow. Now, there will be ups and downs. It will go up. It will go down. It will go up. It will go down. Just like the chart shows. I'm going to go back to it. Just like this shows, Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin goes down. So, but overall, the trend is looking up. It's the best investment in the history of mankind. Let that sink in. Okay. So hopefully this addresses how much Bitcoin do you really need. Okay. My suggestion for a good goal to shoot for would be 0.1 of a Bitcoin, which is around $6,700 today, and just dollar cost average in, and who knows where we're going to end up. Okay, I can't say it's going to be $1 million, 5 million, 10 million in 10 years. I don't know, but what I do know is based on the specifics of what makes up Bitcoin, we stand a pretty good chance. So I hope this video has been helpful to those of you who've been asking me how much Bitcoin should I get. You can play with these numbers yourself and do your own calculations. I encourage you to look at the links below of the different articles that I talked about, and you can read up on those to see, and that will give you more confidence on what Bitcoin is doing. And again, just learn as much as you can about Bitcoin, and the more comfortable you'll feel with your decision. So have a good night. I wish you all the best, and till next time, leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any comments on today's topic of or my suggestion of 0.1 as a goal to shoot for, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think your target is for Bitcoin as well. So thanks everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.